Hey there, long time no see. In today's video I made this beautiful map and you can place buildings next to the path but not on it. So if you want to learn how to do something like that, stick around and I'll show you how. Hey there, it's been a while since my last video, but I'm back and in today's video I'm gonna make a map for our currently very plain and boring game. To do that I made two sprites. The first one is the map and the second one is a black and white version of it. You'll see why in a bit. First things first, let's add this PNG inside the scene here and reset its position, and under offset uncheck centered. Now we bump into our first problem. You see it's very blurry, this image. That's because Godot imports pixel art very strangely. So to change that, under rendering textures, change the default texture filter from linear to nearest. So now we should see a very crisp image. I'm gonna save this texture as a new scene. That's because I'm gonna use it for the pathfinding of the enemies later on inside this series. Now we can actually delete the sprite from the scene, because I'm gonna add a new node 2D which will spawn the map for me. So map system, let's put it here on the top, and as usual add the script inside the scripts folder to keep things organized. Delete everything and let's get a reference to our map. So export variable map, it's a resource, and let's initialize it with resource.new so that we change it inside the inspector. And for our other map, the black and white one, we're gonna name it exclude map. It's a texture 2D, and we initialize it with texture 2D dot new. Why did I call it exclude map? Well, that's because I'm gonna use these colors to determine whether or not I can place a building or not. So where it's black, it means that there is a path that the enemies will take. So I can't place a building there, of course. And where it's white, I can place any building I want. Perfect. Now, let's, under map system here, let's drag and drop the map one inside its current slot, and the exclude map is this PNG here. Right, that's perfect. Now, this step is optional, but I'm gonna make another variable called map image, which is an image, of course. This will change our exclude map from a texture to an image, but it's easier to just go under the texture and under import change it from import as texture 2D to an image. But I like to keep things as they were before I came, so I'm gonna make a copy of it. Performance wise, I don't think it will be an issue. And let's make another variable called exclude position, which essentially is the same array. It's the same array that I used here in the input system, the use position array, but I'm gonna call it differently here. Right, now to start things off, under the ready function, let's instantiate the map. So I'm gonna make a new variable called map inst, which is a node2D, and it's equal to the map.instantiate. And to actually place it in the scene, I'm gonna type add child and pass in the map instance. Now if I did everything right, it should work. As you can see, we have this very small map right here in the corner. We'll change that in a bit. But now let's make it so that we can place buildings where where is the color black. So for that, I'm gonna make, first things first, I'm gonna change the exclude map from a texture 2D to an image. So I'm gonna say map image, image is equal to the exclude map dot get image. Right. And now let's get a reference, not here, here. Let's get a reference to our input system. Input system. It's a node 2D. Let's get the path. We're gonna need to use this reference to the input system to get the cell size that we set right here. So let's make another variable called cell size, which will be an int, and it's equal to the input system dot cell size, so that we need to only change it once here in the input system. We don't need too many variables. We have an error here, unused variable. Not a problem, we will use it in a bit. Let's check if we have an image, if we have this black and white image. So if a map image is different than null, then we want to check for every pixel. We want to check every pixel in the image to see if it's black or not. Luckily for us, we don't need to actually check every pixel. We're gonna check we're gonna check a pixel once every 16 pixels, because I want to make the art for our game 16 by 16. So for x in range from the first pixel, pixel 0, to the map image dot get width. So we're gonna check every pixel from left to right, but we're not gonna check every pixel. We're gonna check every pixel once every cell size, so once every 128 pixels. And we're gonna do the same thing for the height. Perfect. And we're gonna check the color, which is a function we haven't made yet. So let's make it right here. Func check color. We're gonna check the color of the pixel. So to get the pixel, we first need to pass the coordinates of the pixel. So xy, here xy. Let's make another variable called pixel color. Pixel color, which is a color, of course. And we will get the map image dot get pixel xy as color. So you get the color of the pixel. And now if the color of the pixel, so pixel color, equal to our color dot black, so if the pixel color is black, then we want to add the position of that pixel. So exclude map dot append. What's happening here? Exclude map dot append. Not exclude map, sorry, exclude position. Here, exclude position dot append. We're gonna pass a vector2 with the x and y coordinates. Perfect. Now inside our input system, when we check if the position is empty or not, we check if the use position array has the mouse position. And now we're gonna check if the first thing first, let's add a reference to our map system. So onReady variable map system, it's a node 2D. Perfect. And if map system dot exclude position dot has the mouse position, if that exclude position array has the mouse position, then we return false. Not and here we shouldn't put and, we should put only or. Let's see if it's working now. Whoa, it's very big. That's because our input system has a cell size of 128, and I already told you that the grid size of our pixel art is 16 by 16. So to change that, let's change the cell size to 16. And inside our building tab here, we want our icon to be smaller. So if we look at the icon, we see it's 128 by 128. So if we divide 128 by 16, we get 8. So we need to scale this image by 1 divided by 8. So we want the scale to be 0.125. So here under scale, type 0.125. It's gonna be small, small, small. Let's see if it's working. Can't place building here, sorry. What's happening here? As you can see, I can't place buildings on the path. Now let's change this very, very small image right here. Let's make it bigger. For that, I'm gonna add a camera 2D. And under the project settings, under window, I'm gonna make the window width for now 160, the size of our map, by 160. I'm gonna change this later on, so don't worry. Maximize, sorry. The stretch, I'm gonna change the mode from disabled to viewport, and I'm gonna keep the aspect to keep. Now everything should work fine. No, it doesn't work fine. Let's change the camera to the anchor mode from drag center to fixed top left. Now, except that we have this gold AI UI very, very big, everything should be working perfectly. I'm gonna hide this gold for now, so that we can enjoy our little game, which starts to look very much like a real game. Thank you for watching. Next video I'm gonna make the enemy appear, and maybe, just maybe, change the sprites of these Godot mascots right here. So keep in mind, and without further ado, I'll see you next time. Bye.